England's history is full of legends, tales, and stories that have been passed down for generations. But not everything you've heard is true. Some of the most popular historical facts about England are actually myths, half-truths, or complete fabrications. Let's dive into the biggest historical myths about England and uncover what's real and what's pure fiction. Trust me, some of these will make you question everything you thought you knew. Let's start with one of the most famous English legends. King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. Everyone loves the story of the sword in the stone, the noble knights, and the magical kingdom of Camelot. But here's the truth: there's no solid evidence that King Arthur ever existed. He's more of a mythical figure, pieced together from old stories and poems. The sword Excalibur, fiction. Merlin the wizard, pure imagination. Camelot, a romantic fantasy. The legend of King Arthur was likely based on a mix of ancient leaders and folklore, but the truth is far less magical. Sorry, Arthur fans. Next up is the idea that Queen Victoria was always a strict, somber figure dressed in black. Most people picture her as the ultimate symbol of gloom and propriety, but young Victoria was actually quite lively and fun-loving. She loved to dance, attend parties, and was even known for her romantic side. The black dresses came later in her life, after the death of her beloved husband, Prince Albert. Her mourning attire became iconic, but it's a myth to think she was always that serious and stern. Now let's tackle the infamous saying that the British are obsessed with tea because of their genteel nature. The truth: tea became popular in England thanks to some clever marketing and a bit of smuggling. In the 17th and 18th centuries, tea was a luxury item, and the government heavily taxed it. This led to a booming black market for tea. The British East India Company eventually capitalized on its popularity, making tea a national obsession. So, it wasn't about politeness or refinement, it was about good old-fashioned business and a little rule-breaking. How about the myth that the Tower of London is full of ghosts? Stories of Anne Boleyn's headless spirit wandering the halls are chilling, but there's no evidence of hauntings. The tower has a dark history of executions and imprisonment, which makes it ripe for ghost stories. However, most of these tales were cooked up to thrill tourists rather than reflect reality. The only thing you're likely to find in the tower today is a flock of very spoiled ravens. Speaking of ravens, there's a belief that if the ravens ever leave the Tower of London, the kingdom will fall. This myth is completely made up. The ravens have been at the tower since the 17th century, but their presence is more tradition than prophecy. In fact, the tower's raven population is carefully managed, with replacements brought in whenever needed. Rest assured, England's fate isn't tied to a few big black birds. Let's move on to the claim that Henry VIII was an overweight glutton his entire life. Most portraits show him as a massive man with a wide frame, but this wasn't always the case. When Henry was young, he was athletic and handsome, a true Renaissance prince. He enjoyed jousting, hunting, and dancing. It was only in his later years, after a series of injuries and health problems, that he gained significant weight. The image of Henry as a giant feast-loving king is only one part of the story. Another favorite is the myth that Shakespeare was a poor, uneducated man who wrote his plays by sheer genius. While Shakespeare did come from a modest background, he wasn't exactly destitute. His father was a successful glovemaker, and Shakespeare attended a decent grammar school where he studied Latin and classical literature. Plus, by the time he became a playwright, he was doing quite well financially. The idea of Shakespeare as an educated genius struggling in poverty makes for a good story, but it's not entirely true. How about the belief that Robin Hood stole from the rich to give to the poor? This tale has been romanticized for centuries, but historical records of a real Robin Hood are murky at best. There might have been an outlaw, or several outlaws who inspired the legend, but the details were exaggerated and embellished over time. Robin Hood as we know him, a noble, green-clad hero with a merry band, is more a product of storytelling than reality. Then there's the idea that Stonehenge was built by Druids as a sacred site. This myth became popular in the 18th century when people connected the mysterious stone circle to Druidic rituals. However, Stonehenge was constructed long before the Druids ever existed. It's now believed to have been built by ancient Neolithic people as an astronomical observatory or ceremonial site. The truth about Stonehenge is still being uncovered, but we know the Druids weren't involved. Another big one is the belief that the British defeated Napoleon single-handedly at the Battle of Waterloo. While the British played a significant role, they didn't do it alone. The victory was a joint effort, with crucial contributions from the Prussians under General Blucher. The idea that it was a solo British triumph is more patriotic myth than historical fact. Finally, there's the story that Queen Elizabeth I was a perfect ruler who never made mistakes. Elizabeth was undoubtedly one of England's greatest monarchs, but she wasn't flawless. She had a fiery temper, made questionable decisions, and faced numerous challenges, including political conspiracies and economic difficulties. Her reign was impressive, but she wasn't the untouchable figure some myths make her out to be. History is full of stories, and sometimes, the truth gets lost in the telling. Myths and legends can be fun, but understanding what really happened gives us a clearer picture of the past. England's history is already rich and fascinating. It doesn't need embellishment.